Hello again, friends. I'm back with one more Go Wild related release. This time I am hitting the 2 summit events that are happening at Go Wild this year in Anaheim. I'm really excited. I haven't done these previously. Last year was the first year that they did the shop summit, and this year is the first year they're doing the budgeting summit. So while I have some idea of what's going to happen at this event, I have no idea what's going to happen at this one. So I'm winging it a little bit, but I think you're going to find I've created 2 really functional, great pieces for you to take notes, to reflect, to journal, and use kind of going into both of these summit events. So if you are headed to Go Wild and you're headed to either of the add-on events, you are going to want to get your hands on these planners. Now let's start with the shop summit planner, because that's the one where I actually know what the format is going to be. And you will see that I have updated the cover for this really fun Wild Fur Shops pattern with the little planner icon that I got from the sticker party. So just really fun on the cover there. Interior, you know it, you love it. It's the same interior from all the previous Go Wild inserts. However, I have coordinated to add Shop Summit on this one, and I have highlighted the date for the actual Shop Summit for you here. So you've got that, and then so you know what to expect in this planner, there are itinerary pages, pages for prep work, speaker notes, questions, and notes. All super appropriate for a learning event, right? Okay, so on the interior, you know, your first opening pages after that kind of like title page, you've got your checklist and your itinerary. On the checklist side, there's space for you to write any items for 1 month to go and 1 week to go. So you've got space for both of those. And then I love this quote. I took it right from the Wild Fur Planners website. It says, "You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself." And I love that. It really echoes the collaborative effort that kind of goes along with the planner community, and I just love it so much. So I wanted to kind of keep that community vibe going throughout this planner. You will see it in some more of these little post-its that I sprinkle through. On the itinerary page, you've got your full day of Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight, and then you've got a little space over here for things you don't want to forget, and a space for when we can check in, so you can write in that information there. After that, here's your prep work. So before you go to this summit, I really do think it's important and valuable to kind of set some goals going into it. So here's your kind of like getting clear on why you're there section. So there's a space for you to write down what your goals for the summit are, things you want to learn more about, and people that you'd like to network with, because that is one of the main things about this event. Is it's a great time to network with people that you may have not had the chance to network with previously. And then I love this quote I wrote down here. It says, "Give yourself more credit. You're already crushing it," because we don't ever give ourselves enough credit. Shop owners do not. So that's just like a little self-esteem reminder for you there. On the flip side, any questions that you have going into the summit that you'd like to see addressed, this is a great place to kind of outline all of that now so that you know what you're looking for when you sit down at that shop summit table. After that, there's space for things you would like to try and things you would like to research. So if there's a product or a service that you either want to try or maybe you've never heard of and you want to look more into it, this is a great place to jot those down. Another great quote here from Pharrell, which is, "Collaborate with people you can learn from," and amen to that. That's why I love this shop summit this year, because we really are learning from people that are like within our industry and really get, you know, what it's all about for us. After that, there are the speaker bio pages. So there is a little section for every single speaker that we are seeing. So all 6 speakers, plus some like bonus journaling space. Feel free to use this page however you want. You can either write bios, things that are relevant about each person to you. Maybe you have questions for each person. You could put them in here too. Obviously a very versatile page for you here. After that, we get into the speaker section pages, and I just want to kind of give you an overview. Every speaker gets 4 pages of notes, so there's plenty of room for note-taking during each section and for each speaker. So here we have Stephanie Fleming, Ask Me Anything. There is space for questions on the front page, and then the second, you know, spread of it is just plain, it's a dotted line. I know it's kind of hard to see when it's far away, but it is a dotted line. Then we got Crystal Clark. Again, you get 4 pages for everyone. Brooke Privlasky, Amber Kemp Garstel, who I'm super excited to see again. She's so knowledgeable. Jessie Baldo, which is we're learning about making a marketing plan. And then wrapping it all up is Lamika for her Stop, Collaborate, and Listen, which is another one I'm really excited to learn more about. So again, space for questions on all the speakers. And then there are just some extra journaling note pages at the end here. There is also one other section in the back that I think is really nifty. This section was actually suggested to me by another shop owner who attended last year and said, you know, at the end of the summit, I was just feeling like my head was swirling. I was really overwhelmed. I had so many great ideas and I had nowhere to put them all down. Ta-da, now you do. Okay, on the left side here, these are your priority items. So as you're reflecting on all the things that you took in at the shop summit, are there any things that you, like as soon as you get back to the office, you want to act on? Put them here. Only 5. Limit yourself to 5 so you're not overwhelmed coming home. And then on the flip side, reflect a little bit on the things that we learned. Are there any marketing solutions that you want to start trying? How about product ideas or collab opportunities? Or is there anyone that you want to follow up, a company or a new contact that you'd like to follow up with? Here is where you kind of put it all down on paper so that when you get home, here's your action plan. You're already ready to go. And so that, like I said, notes pages at the end, is your Wild for Shops Shop Summit planner. I love it so much. I'm super excited to use it this year. Last year, I didn't have nearly enough space for note taking. So I'm really excited to have this insert specific for this event this year. Next up, if you are headed to the budgeting summit, well, guys, we don't really know entirely what to expect. So I built this a lot like I built the shop summit, except you'll see there's less of a speaker section and more of like open-ended graph space for you. We'll get there. Okay, here it is, Wild for Budgeting on the cover. Again, that really fun planner icon from the sticker party. Opening spread. Again, I have highlighted the date of this event is on Thursday. You've got the title there, Jen Plans Budgeting Summit 2020. And it's the same section tabs for you for this event as well. After that, you've got your itinerary and checklist page. Like I said, very similar to the Shop Summit one. 1 month to go, 1 week to go. Put your to-dos down here. This is going to be especially important for the budgeting one because I know you are going to have to pull statements and gather financial information. So I think these are going to be really valuable for you if you are attending this summit. And then again, I took this straight from the Wild for Planners website. A budget is a plan to make your money work for you. Amen, right? Flip side, we've got itinerary. You got Thursday, 6 to midnight again. Anything you don't want to forget, any details about checking in. That is your opening spread here. Again, you want to get clear before this event. It's really important to know why you are there. So again, my goals for the summit are, I'm interested to learn more about, I'm excited to start saving for, and notice the language I use. It's really my attempt to pump you up for budgeting, okay? I'm interested to learn more. I'm excited to start saving for, okay? I was really intentional with my language on this page. And then again, we have another quote. The best way to stick to your budget is to start one. Flip side, you've got space for questions. After that, things you want to try, things you'd like to research. And then because Jen Plans uses the Dave Ramsey method, I thought it'd be great to get a Dave Ramsey quote in here. So we have, it's never too late to turn things around. You are the only obstacle. It's a good one, right? After that, like I said, there is going to be some prep work in advance of this summit. I can gather that from the way they've described it. But other than that, I'm not entirely sure what y'all are going to do at the summit. So I didn't want to go too specific because then you wouldn't be able to use it. So instead you have a ton of open-ended graph pages. Along the bottom line here is the Jen Plans Budgeting Summit title, along with like the wild washi, starred washi at the bottom. Again, this is a 5 mil washi. So if you want to cover it up with washi from your own stash, feel free. It will cover very easy. And then you just get a ton of these graph pages. So if she's having you build budgets, graph pages are so good for numbers. It's perfect. If she's having you, take notes about why you spend so much money, I don't know. If she's having you journal, I don't know. There's just open-ended space for you to do whatever is required of you before, during, and after the summit. There's so many pages. So you will definitely have space to use all of these pages however it suits you during this summit event. So I'm really excited to hear what it ends up being about. And kind of getting a better idea for it. If they end up doing it next year, I can go a little bit more customized with these pages, but I think it's going to be really useful for you, especially if there is prep work to this event, and it sounds like there's going to be. I believe you guys are going to have your own Facebook group, and there's going to be like some additional kind of homework going into the event. So this will be great for that. Again, at the end, you come home or you get out of the summit, you're feeling overwhelmed with ideas and inspiration and possibilities. Take 5 seconds, reflect, regroup, come up with priority items. Again, you've got your list of 5 priority items that you want to take care of when you get home from the Go Wild conference. And then on the flip side, you've got your 2020 budgeting goals, resources, saving opportunities, and people you'd like to follow up with, or things you may want to follow up. Again, it's just a good place to reflect after the summit is done. You want to just kind of get your notes out so that when you do get home, this is your action plan. Lastly, just some note pages in the back, and these are lined note pages, so if you want to actually take some written notes without, like, you know, the vertical grid lines, you could do it back here as well. So that's the budget planner, guys. Hopefully you love them. I thought it would be really fun to have some unique inserts for the 2 summit events this year. So this is the first time I've ever done them, so hopefully they will be helpful. I'll obviously be using the shop one when I go, but hopefully some people that use the budgeting one can give me some feedback after. And you know, I always want to improve, you know, for next year. So if there's any feedback that you have, since I won't be attending this one and I won't really know how it goes, please DM me with those details. But in the meantime, guys, here they are. They're now available in the shop. You can get them in B6TN, B6 rings, personal wide rings, A5 rings, Happy Planner Mini, and Happy Planner Classic. You can get them both in printed and in printables. So just head to lightsplanneraction.co, and there's a link right on my homepage to the Go Wild inserts, and you can access them all from that link. Stay light, stay bright, my friends, and I can't wait to see you guys in Anaheim.